Okay, so this week our focus is mainly going to be on slope and different ways to find slope, calculate slope, and all of that. And we're going to look at it bits at a time, so it's not quite as boring, a little more interesting, a little more interactive. So on your notes, we're really going to focus on this top table for a few minutes, the types of slope. Okay, so there are going to be 4 types of slope that we're going to look at. We have positive slope. We have negative slope. We have zero slope. And then we have no slope, or it can also be called undefined. Okay, both terms are correct. I kind of ran out of room there. Both terms are correct. They're interchangeable. Some people say one, some people say the other. Neither one are incorrect. Okay, so make sure you have these written down here. Okay, make sure you have written these down. Now, the next thing I'm going to jump down to, I'm going to graph some examples for you. So, a positive slope. When we read graphs, we read from left to right. Just like when we read words, we read from left to right. So, when I read a graph from left to right, if it has an increase, if it is going uphill, it is going to be a positive slope. The opposite is true for negative. Reading left to right, if it's going downhill, it's going to have a negative slope. Okay? Then zero slope. Zero slope, this is going to be a horizontal line. Okay, so horizontal line. And then finally, the no slope or undefined slope, that is a vertical line. Okay, so up here, types of lines. If we have a positive slope, it's going to be a diagonal. A diagonal of some sort. Same thing with negative. It's going to be a diagonal. A zero slope is going to be a horizontal line. And then finally, a no slope is going to be a vertical line. Okay, so the way I teach people to remember this is think about this a little bit logically. Think about slopes, but think about skiing. Okay, positive is going uphill, that's uphill skiing, which we don't want to do. Negative is downhill skiing, it would be negative thing if I went downhill skiing, trust me. Okay, a zero slope, that's cross-country skiing. Okay, there is zero hill. Okay, there's no incline, there's no decline, it's just flat. Okay, that's your cross-country skiing. With your no slope, there is no skiing happening. That is free fall, plummeting to your death, no slope, no skiing. Okay, so that's kind of the way I try to think about it a little bit, just to get it in your mind. Okay, so in a minute here, you're going to have your Chromebooks out again, and you're going to do a little activity that's just sorting. Very quick, very painless. You don't have to type anything. You're going to go into classroom, and you have a sorting activity that's going to look like this. There are actually 12 cards stacked here in the middle. I have the first one labeled A. There are 12 cards stacked in the middle. You're just going to sort them according to whether you have a positive slope, a negative slope, a zero slope, or a no slope. So if you think this is a negative slope, you're going to click on A and drag it over. Okay, so you're just going to click on A and drag it over. If you think this is a no slope. Okay, so you're just going to go through and sort each one of these. Now there are a total of 12, and I was kind in that I divided them up evenly. So there should be 3 in each category when you're all done. Okay, so there should be 3 in each category when you're all done. So you're going to take a couple of minutes. It should not take you very long at all. Take a couple of minutes, do the sorting activity, and then we're going to do a little bit more notes.